Aha, there you have it. It should work. Alright, so yep, there we go. Sorry, I need to move my chair. So we have done 6. We only need 7 more to do and then we're done. So we're gonna do that. Hello everybody, and it is a bit early for me, but surely this will work fine. So I'm happy to, there you have it. This one we're gonna do. So I hope you'll enjoy watching. I'm gonna be continue doing what I was doing beforehand, and then hopefully not crashing in the way on the way there. So this is what. So I'm just now removing. There you go. Yep, well, that's bad. So I need to do the same thing again, just draw over everything a little bit and then fixing it up after that. So yeah, let's see. Wait, is this done correctly? No, it's out of thing. It's again out of calibration, so we need to do that first before we can do anything else. God damn it! Every single time I'm always starting up, I always forget to calibrate first. Oh well, it's a thing that can happen, you know. Calibrate. There you go. White screen. Huzzah. So we're gonna do that first. And let's see. Yeah, that's way better. Alright, so we're gonna pick up the color again, which we did not have before. And we're gonna just casually color things in. This way none of the this way the whole thing will work fine. So first things first, we're gonna make sure that we remove the parts that we don't want. So we're gonna, what, this is 5, we need less, a little bit more, 2, there you have it. So yeah, we're gonna just work around this. So most of this will now actually not be transparent anymore, which is good, because we cannot afford transparency. Ooh. So yeah, right. Hold on a sec. I need to remove the background and yeah, there you go. Hmm. This is strange. This is very strange. So what? You know what? Why other than to? Oh wait, this is the drawing layer. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Need to make sure that then the spot needs to be back again on the. This is gonna take a little bit of time, you know. Just a little bit of time, not much, but it's gonna be taking some time. So is this thing full of if I remove this, then most of the parts over here are actually blackened. That means that they are on top of that layer here. Alright, good, good, good. So yeah, the main problem now is that actually I need to I should have removed the layers to see where it begins and where it ends, but yeah, it's no fun if I do that. So hmm, there you go. So now we're gonna pick up again the color that we want, and I use that on this part. Fill up the gaps, and then recolor it again. So yeah, this is just the thing that I do now, just coloring it up and then recoloring it again. The main thing is actually once this is done, I think most of the problems will go away. So I'm happy that that's a thing, because then I can actually focus on the other parts instead. Oh wow, this is terrible. Why is the screen so much full of stuff? We don't want that. We don't want that. Yeah. So once this is all done, I think most of the problems will be going away. Should I? Yeah. I'm just gonna do it anyway, just because YouTube is again lying about things, and I don't want to be lied to. So just hold on a sec. This might be sounding the same voice double. We don't want that, so we're gonna just close it up. There you go. Now we can just load it in. Oh my god, there you have it. So the bitrate should be this stable. Yeah, it's stable. Alright. So that's good. What? No. Alright, so nothing there. There you go. Alright. So the main problem is now solved there, and now I need to just If I'm correct, everything here is everything is on the same length. Yeah, exactly. So first things first, we need to make sure that we have the color again there. Draw that over here. There you go. So now we fix that part. And then we're just gonna fix up the other parts. So the whole point of doing this is to fix the color the transparency. And once the transparency is fixed, I can actually just fix it different ways. This is not right. This is not right. If I just remove it, I can, yeah, exactly. So if I just fix the transparency, most of the problems will go away. And then I can just focus on the other parts of this drawing. Now I can't, because it will cause more problems than it will solve. That's bad. Just need to get this thing fixed. Oh. Because most of this lighting, most of these parts are actually not fully non-transparent, which means that they will shine blue if I would make a blue background, which we don't want. That's the whole point. That's the whole point about this. We don't want to have a blue background. We want to have just straight up we don't want to have a blue background. That's the whole point. Yeah. I think I'm starting to repeat myself, so I'll quit that. So we don't want to have it, and so the only solution to do it is fixing it manually. Sadly enough. If we fix it, a lot of people will be happy. Some might not, but most will be happy that we fixed it. Ah, alright, so this is the beautiful thing that is called layering, because this way the layers actually work well. Alright, so we have this layer and we cannot touch this layer, as you can see. So we don't want to do that. Control Z. And we go just straight to the layers that we can touch. Like this one. Like this one. Like this one. This is all layers we can touch. And we're just gonna be doing it casually. So now we're gonna do the rough drawing again. to make sure that everything is working fine, we're just gonna be casually draw over this, and that way we can fix the transparency again. So it's all the same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. That's the whole point of it. So to fix this problem, we just need to rinse and repeat. The main problem is we need to rinse and repeat. That means that most of this is going to be busy work. It's slow paced. It takes a lot of time. It needs to be done accurately, otherwise it won't work. Just like that, we can just fix everything. And we also know that this is all going to be the same thing, so we need to remove it instead of, you know, adding anything. I'm just gonna first do the easiest part and then do the rest with the hard parts. So yeah, it's just a little bit of thought. It's just a little bit of drawing in and out, and then just continuing it. Nothing. I need to zoom out a little bit here, just to get a bit better look. So yeah, that's the thing. Let's talk about something different, totally different, out of the blue. Just getting something totally different. So I have this tree in my front yard that actually needs some cutting because it grows way too big. So today I'm gonna make sure that I learn how to probably how to do it correctly. Yeah, there you go. Use easy words. So I'm gonna use it correctly. So I'm gonna cut it correctly so that it will grow next year again, but you know, in a different way. Instead of growing wide, I want it actually growing up. The good news is though, finally flowers have been blossoming. The tree finally produces flowers, which is good because normally it doesn't. That means that it's now getting the correct age, which is nice because I have been waiting to see the flowers coming for a long time. No, that's not the right. That's not the right color. No, still not. So yeah, I'm happy to know that it works now, that the tree finally grows big and strong, and that I need to now take care of it, because otherwise it will grow rampantly and out of control. We cannot have a tree growing out of control. What about the little plants that I plant, you know? I'm not a good gardener, absolutely not. Most things die when I touch it. But that thing, it works fine. It's the best thing I ever have taken care of. So yeah, that's the thing with a tree, you know? Trees like to try to get strong and big really fast so that they can actually outcompete, so that they can compete with other trees. But since there is only one tree, I need to do it manually so that it won't grow out of control, which is natural. No, which is natural. The funny thing is, actually, I planted a stick in the ground and now it's actually almost a tree. So it went from a tree to, how do you say it, a big, giant tree. It is like maybe 2 days, yeah, possibly. Not 3 years. 3 years it came to be. So now this should be fixed. This should be fixed. Let's check it out. It does. It is fixed now. Hold on. Is this on the other side? Yeah, it's on the other side. Nice. So from where on is it not on the other side? Oh, from there. Alright. So now I have fixed that. I fixed this. There you go. Fix that. Fix that. Then now we can continue with another part. So we have now 16 done. Let's see what 26 is. It's the big one over there, right? 26 is that one. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's do layer 8. Look how terribly white it is. So we want that to be fixed, because otherwise things might go out of control and we don't want to see that. So this is layer 6. It's really, really badly done. As you can see, it's really badly done. So we start again with the same thing, with the same part, with the same thing, and same thing, doing ding, ding, ding. Just doing the same old-fashioned stuff. Draw over it, leave some color behind so that you can then do it again. So because we don't want to have white parts behind us and parts in front of us, we're just gonna fix it up. Oh, I need to go to the bedroom. I need to take... Yeah, be right back. So I'm back. There you go. So the main problem I had there was just I had yeah, well, this is bad, and I need to fix that to there. Yeah, yeah, there we go. So let's see. We need this one. Since we overcolored it, we just need to recolor it again. This time it will fix up the parts that we left behind. So once this is all done, most of the drawing will actually look way better than beforehand. Especially on this part, this will be really good. This will be really nice, and I will be very happy if I see the result on this one. Because this is actually the main part that is actually full of white gaps. This will have actually a significantly change of view on the aesthetics of, well, it looks then way different. There you go. Keep it simple. If you don't know the words, just keep it simple. Use the same words but then simpler version. So that everybody can understand you. Knowing what you're talking about a little bit. Even though you rattle on and on and on. So yeah, this is gonna be a good thing because otherwise most of the parts will be whitened, and once this is done, it looks different, and then you already see the big changes that are happening or gonna happen. So it will be not more that much of a surprise. What the? Why? Why in God's name is this not working? Excuse me. Oh, because I'm selecting colors, then it blurs out the pixels. Alright. No worries about that. Just casually setbacks. There you go. This should now be non-transparent anymore. Now I can just, draw an easy brush around it because I know where it starts, I know where it ends, and then I can just, fill it up. That's not on that one. Alright, well. The more you know, the more you don't know. Well, that's good to know, actually. That's not on that one. Just like that. This is also not on that one. Is this on a different part? It's on a different part. Ooh, that's spicy. That's really spicy. Because that means that there is somewhere else the same problem. It means that somewhere there's this thing that I need to fill up. This I can draw all day long, right? I can just draw over it. Yes. But if I remove it, I also can draw over it. Alright, so This part needs to be fixed manually somewhere. It is hidden and I don't know where. So we're gonna go down. We're gonna just ignore the part that we just faced and just continue with the rest until we find where the part is, and then we're just gonna fix it. It should not take that much time. It should take like maybe 2 hours maybe to finding it out. But I'm not finding it out now because I'm busy with other parts. I'm just gonna make mental notes of doing what I do, just doing things, fixing the problem, you know. There you go. Looks like we left some parts behind there. Just gonna fill that up. Alright, so we're now going to this one. Even though I might have done this one before, I'm just gonna double check it anyway. There you go. You can already see the color difference that's happening if you just go from transparency to normal. See it? There you go. So yeah, this one is on that side. So yeah, most of these parts are going to be no more transparent. That means that all blue is gone. And I'm happy with that because that way I can actually fix things without dealing with it too much. Because if I remove the transparency, I can add more things to this work, to this project, instead of, you know, trying to work around it, which I don't want to do. I don't want to work around it, I want to work with it. That's two different things. So yeah, I need to do some busy work. Oh no, need to do some busy work. Do I have the time for it? Of course I have the time. I have all the time in the world. It's not like I'm moving anywhere. So yeah, the most important part is that I can now see my stream if it works correctly. I can see if everything is working fine, and then from there on I can just, you know, let me just remove this. Yeah. Now we have this one. We need to make sure that this one is also fully fleshed out. Well, one way to do it. Just fixing up the gaps. In that way, Now I just need to get this one. There you go. Switch it up a little bit again. So yeah, I think I will be done with this one and then call it a day, maybe? Depends. Depends how far I get. I think I will finish this off and then I'm almost done, so... Oop. Hey, why are you pressing that button? I don't want that. So yeah. There we go. So we now have done this. I can now fix up this, and then, fixing it all up is actually my part. I need to do. So yeah, most of this will be easily fixed, and once it's fixed, it will be no longer be necessary to, you know, it no longer will be necessary to fix the rest. Because this is all fixed almost. I knew I left some parts behind. I should have known. Oh well. Time to go back to 16 then afterwards. You know. Can't all be complaining. So yeah, if I'm now pressing the background button, you know how much changes? Almost nothing. Which is good. Some parts are changing, but not a lot. Which is better than beforehand, because beforehand we had actually a lot of parts that did not work. Alright. So yeah. So yeah, once this is all fixed, I will be very happy about it. It will totally make my day. But until then, I just need to wait. I just need to make sure everything is fixed correctly. And there we go. Put the mic a little bit better, close to my mouth. I don't know if that works, but less to cost me less to ramble. I forgot to put the Discord off, didn't I? Yes, I forgot about that. Just excuse me a little bit. Whoosh. Put that one on mute, please. Thank you. Well, I'm welcome. Let's see. So we need to remove that. Well, I'm very happy to see the result already going on. And just like that, the whole thing is saved. Just like that. Boom. Now we're gonna continue with this part. Huzzah. So yeah, we're just gonna add up, add, and add. Just adding color to the gaps and then fixing it up later. Because most of this is actually just the same thing. And why? I thought I... Alright, then it's from a different one. Well, it will be less spammy than the one beforehand, so... It's like maybe 2, probably 4. Depends. Depends fully situational if I'm doing things. Just like that. Just like that I added color. Just select the color as well, and then just gently brush around it. So yeah, now I done that, I need to fix it up. So yeah, most important thing is that most of these colors are actually back in the original color that I put them in, so that I don't, well, use wrongly. Let's see, this one's almost into there, just like that, yes. So now we know where to look for. Alright, so this is all... Okay. Easily solvable. And just like that, most of the parts are actually fixed. Nice. So yeah, yeah, it's really hard to talk when, you know, drawing and then just thinking how to do things correctly and doing it again and doing it again. What to say? Well, I could say nothing, but that would be weird. It's like, well, I'm just doing this and I do say nothing. Good day. Eh. I still want to say something. What? I could actually just talk about colors. That's a thing. Oh well, I could just talk about that. You know, there are a lot of colors in the world. But did you know that actually black is actually devoid of all colors? Same goes for and white is actually all the colors in one go. It's pretty strange that when you break up white light, you actually have the full spectrum of all the colors in the world. So if you would look at a black inked, it's actually dark blue instead of black, which is quite interesting because black is no color. So if you don't see any color, then it's black. But since that black cannot be represented by that, it's actually considered dark. They actually use a very dark color of blue instead. So if you have a black, let's see, you have this black, you have this black over here, you have this black. This is technically dark blue. It's pretty strange, but yeah, it's dark blue. So I think the one that discovered this was actually the one with the when you break the light with a triangle mirror. No, triangle glass. Yes, and then inside of the glass there is actually pyramid glass, and then you can actually break down the light in multiple colors, and then you find out that all the colors that were actually in the rainbow are actually if you combine them all, you gain the white color, white, which is quite cool. But if you would do that in practice, you know, you mangle around with the amount of if you mangle all the if you fuse all the colors that you have from a store, you know, you have your blue, black, green, yellow, orange, pink, you know, you have all your colors and you then fuse them all together, you actually don't get white. Why? Because all the colors are not because the colors are not all considering the same from the same tree. Yeah, that's a good word. Just they're not from the same original. So they're not all from the same original, which means that there is diversion between it. Therefore, you don't get perfect white. And since you don't get perfect white, it means that a lot of the colors that you then draw are gonna be, instead of white, they're gonna be gray. So if you would combine all your colors that you have on your palette and you would use them, you don't get your beautiful white. You get actually gray or dark gray even. It all depends on from which part of the color it's drawn. So most of the parts then are gonna be that grayish color instead of the white or black. which is quite annoying because you just wasted a lot of colors on trying to get white, but you don't get it. That's a real problematic. You know, if you would consider putting all the colors together and then you get white, you would be actually surprised, like, wait, what? How is that possible? So yeah, so technically all the white painting that is actually used in painting is actually considered light blue instead of white, because you cannot get white if you don't have the exact formula. So when you see some white in a painting, then you could actually consider it to be light blue. So if you would then to find out that it is light blue instead of white, of course, put some yellow inside of it and see what color you get. Do you get greenish? Light blue. If you get greenish, you get light blue. So if I just no, that doesn't work. All right, good. So yeah, most of the parts that you'd consider bluish and green, I think, yeah. If you have green and blue, I think you then get purple. Possibly. You get purple if you use green and blue. You get brown then. Because green and blue should make purple. Yeah, should make purple. Brown is another aspect. Brown is actually red with green? Yes, no, possibly. Well, it's really hard to get brown. Let's put it that way. It's really hard to get brown because then you need to figure out which colors you actually pick. I'm not that great with colorization of knowing what color it is because, you know, I didn't pay attention in art school. Well, technically in art class, not art school. Art class, that's better word. So yeah, I didn't pay attention in art class. I just went with like, oh, I need to draw this. Well, good day, I will draw it. And then it totally looked really ugly. I once draw a chicken. Don't tell me how the chicken ended up, but I draw a chicken and a snake. Well, the snake ended up well, and the chicken was like, oh my god, this thing looks like a cartoon, like a cartoonish chicken that a child just draw, you know? Really bad. So yeah, you could actually consider that drawing new things is gonna be hard, which is true. Same as here, I'm just, you know, trying to draw things, figuring out how to do these things. So once I find out how to draw such pictures and such colors, you know, I will actually be better off. Because then I know how to draw things. I can actually I know how to, you know, continue with all the drawings. And once I know how to do this, I can actually then expand my knowledge upon it and just reuse it again once I need it to be reused. So it's all good. It's all handy dandy. So yeah. Oh, hey Crow. Yeah, as you can see, well, you cannot see, but now you will see. I'm now busy filling up the gaps because, you know, blue background. Ta-da! Also, I'm actually looking inside of my video with one extra tab to see if the stream, if YouTube didn't lie. So YouTube is actually lying most of the times when you see your suggestion, you know, your suggestion like, your bitrate is too high. And then I'm like, you liar. That's a lie. And so yeah, I need to keep that in mind. So that's why I'm double checking all the time with the YouTube thing, to figuring out if the bitrate is correct. So yeah, sorry about that. It's a little rant there because, you know, I don't like YouTube with it's constantly giving me bad advice. It's like, I will help you, and then they totally don't help you because they totally ruin your help. So yeah, they give you bad advice. Don't trust them. Don't trust YouTube with that advice that they give you if you want to stream. Holy hell. Ah! Eh. Alright, fine. I don't use that color anymore. Nope. Nope, I don't want to use that very dark color. That's terrible. I would rather use this one instead. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, it all comes together now, and I hope it eventually I hope eventually once this is all fixed, I can then finally start with the lighting to make it even more cooler looking. Yeah, awesome looking, best looking, greatest, baddest, strongest. Once that's fixed, I hope I do that. You gotta be kidding me. Really, I need to fix this as well there. So there, and then it's really annoying that I cannot do the pixel brush and the selection at the same time. Well, I could if I just, you know, modify my pen, but that takes a lot of time, and I do not have that time to figure that out. I will figure it out, but not now. I'm busy drawing this beautiful color. So where was I? Blue, black, green. So yeah, with the colorization of the when you have such different colors and you have white and black, and you know that white is actually all the colors, but once you fuse all the colors together in a palette, you don't get white. That means that, you know, the colorization is off, which is funny to me that that actually humans can that we did not not can create perfect white and perfect black for painting. Because if that would be the case, that would be really cool to look at, you know, just pure black, just pure blackness. That would be really cool, because then there will be no light coming out of it, which actually means that you can actually use it for scientific purposes, like going to the sun. Normally, you want to have a color that reflects the light. So when you have pure white, you can actually reflect totally the light of the sun. If I'm correct, you can actually totally reflect the light of the sun if you have pure white, and you could absorb a lot of heat when you have the color if you have pure black, because that will actually absorb all the heat inside of it. The good thing about that is actually that the if you would have access to such a color, it would actually be a scientific breakthrough, because people don't have it yet, and it would really benefit the scientific research of transportation, because, you know, if you have a way to absorb a lot of heat and then convert it to, let's say, energy, which you can, by the way, you could actually then provide a ship with steady supply of energy, and then use that energy to propel yourself forward. So yeah, That would be really cool. But for now, we're just gonna keep it on the blue, the bluish black and the bluish white, the very light blue. Because those things we can reproduce. We cannot reproduce the pure black and the pure white. We can't, sadly. I wish we had, but we can't. So yeah, that's the main fun thing about colors. You can actually use colors to give certain objects properties, like more heat absorption or less heat absorption, because colors actually do that. Pigments do that. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Crow. I'm happy that everything works fine. I'm happy that everything is going fine. I'm really happy about it. And I will have a good day. Because today I can actually watch the full LD stream. I can watch it all. I can watch it all. Da-na-na-na-na. But yeah, once this all comes together in the end, then well, we're gonna have so much fun. Because then I can actually do things that I didn't do before. Like mess around with lighting, mess around with transparency. You know the thing that I'm now dealing with? Transparency? Yeah, I can mess around with it. Now I can't mess around with it. But, you know, once I'm done, I can mess around with it because then I can make a mask for transparency instead of, you know, using this stupid, well, not stupid, I must say, annoying feature that actually is the problem with the brush. Not with me, not with anything else. It's just a brush problem. Because the brush tells, what, that's not good. I should fill it up. Really? I draw it like that? Ugh. So yeah, I misdraw there. Oh well. I need to fix it anyway. So the main problem with most of this main problem is that the brush actually causes this problem to occur because the program actually tries to keep on with transparency. Like, hey, I can transparent this for you, and I'm like, no, thank you. And then they are like, but I really want to do this, and I'm saying, no, thank you. And then they are still continuing like, hey, I can do it, man. And I'm saying, no, thank you. You know, that's the main problem that I'm now facing. Because normally transparency is not a problem, because if you would have used paint or something, then transparency won't exist. But since that transparency exists, you know, it's really annoying. So yeah, what I'm gonna try now is actually just, you know, getting rid of it, getting everything done, getting everything fixed so that I can finally mess around with transparency. And once I can mess around with transparency, I then can mess around with the rest. Because if I can mess around with shading, if I can mess around... Apparently I'm getting a little bit tired now. Well, we're already an hour in, so yeah, we should be tired. We should be. It's the natural law. An hour in, already drawing, fully looking at it, making sure that everything works fine, you know, making sure that everything you do is fully focused. Yeah. This is why I'm doing this, you know, just to keep up, trying to keep on with the 2-hour work. If I'm not getting with the 2-hour work, well then it's gonna be 1.5 hour work. Just, you know, divide your divide your work into smaller groups so that you can finish it up really quickly, find out where the problems lie, finding out where the gaps are, finding out that there are new parts that you need to be coloring like this and this and this, you know. Just do the casual stuff. Just don't try too hard, don't try too much. Just keep yourself with a little bit of difficulty and then just work around it. Well, not work around the problems, but work around the difficulty. So if I have a difficult time, you know, drawing or finding out where the things are, just color it fully up in one color. Then you will find where it is. Like over here, I could not find out where the stupid drawing was, and now I can see where it is. Beforehand, I could not see it, so that means that I'm actually really annoyed, because that means that I cannot find it. Now I can find it, I can actually draw with it, and then just, you know, move on from there. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find out if now the transparency is gone. No, it's not yet gone. It's not yet gone. It's not yet gone. Alright. Which means that the transparency has been moved, which is annoying, I know. But it is a thing that we need to figure out how to do it. So it means that I did not draw fully over everything. My bad. It's my bad. Nobody else's. It's mine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So, since that the background is again, you know, annoying, I'm just gonna use the big brush. Just gonna use the big brush to big brush it all again, and then, you know, you will find that everything is now fixed. Because now I press the background, it's like, oh no, it's less. Yes, indeed, it's less. So yeah, if I'm now looking back in this, and I'm just, you know, getting it all on, and looking at the main picture here, I can see where I need to draw. Look at that, I almost forgot that. Well, good that I did it. Good that I looked back. Looks like my dog found new people to come in. And that means that that's Dore. That's Dore. Definitely Dore. So yes, most of the problems are now solved. Now I'm just gonna be drawing again with this, and be a happy person with doing just fine. I'm not doing anything wrong here. If I would have done anything wrong, I would have already known. What I'm doing is fixing up the gaps, fixing up all the transparency that has been left behind. Blending all the parts in and just get it on with. Since that we need to blend it, it means that we cannot actually accurate paint, because otherwise we will still have gaps, which we didn't want. Remember, we don't want to have the gaps, we don't want to have that. So it's gonna be looking really ugly, I know. It's gonna be looking really bland, really ugh, meh, you know, the word meh. Terrible, terrible, estiable, terrible, something with that. Just bad. And then once it's all fixed, we are gonna do everything in our might to fix it again. So yeah, so this, you know, needs to be fixed. So this, and then like that, and then go down. Oh my god, it looks so ugly. And now we're gonna just press, well, that one. Do this. There we go. We have now that color over there. Now we're pressing that button over there. Just, you know, filling up the gaps that have been left behind. Filling up the gaps that have been left behind. Seeing that there are new parts that are gonna be revealed to each other, to us. and just filling up all the stupid parts that have that stupid gap of white. We don't want to have that white anymore. We don't want to have that transparency. We don't need it. We don't want it. So we're gonna just remove it all. So yeah, once it's all removed, most of the parts are gonna be really easy to draw. So yeah, we're gonna just get that, and oh, what's that? That's not good. I don't need to, you know, we don't want to have that. That's a big pencil. Ooh, no thanks. So yeah, mistake there, sorry. And we just wanna cannot brush on this too. I didn't make a layer, didn't I? Why, in God's name, did I make a layer? Yes, I made a layer. I don't know where. Oh boy, I need to find out which one it was. I think it was with layer 8, right? Oh boy, I'm so screwed. Why in God's name did I do it? I have no idea why I did it. Why did I deselect it? I don't know. Don't care. That's not a good grade. I am not. I have been pulled off my 8. Yes. Yes, that happens. It happens, you know. You just have to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it, but you need to deal with it, you know. Tactical issues. It's a thing. It's an annoying piece of shit thing that happens, you know. Probably the most annoying piece of thing that ever happened to me is this anyway. So, oh well. I'm not doing well. I'm doing great. I don't know what people say, but I'm doing great today. Today. Alright, what you gonna do today? Well, the same thing as I always do. Trying to fix this thing. And every single time I'm getting closer to the end. And once I'm doing that, I'm gonna be great with that. So yeah, I still, well, the main problem I still have is trying to get my schedule doing well. So I still need to figure out how to do the schedule on YouTube. You know, the live stream schedules. Like, I have really problems with time. So yeah, I need to figure it out. So after the stream, I'm just gonna press another time schedule, and I know when it will start, and then, you know, figuring out before 12 o'clock. Yeah. Before 12 o'clock, I can then, you know, schedule a little bit so that I know which that I can do the live stream afterwards. Alright, so I have this thing done. What? Desktop center settings, undo, redo, toggle keyboard, toggle display, Wacom properties. No, thank you. Express menu is that. Alright. So we're just gonna be casually removing the parts we don't need. So yeah, everything is working fine. I'm doing fine. My tree is doing fine. And my doggo is doing fine. Actually, most of the things are doing fine. And the end of the world is not yet arriving, so I guess the world is doing fine. I guess that says a lot, you know. I'm doing fine, the world is doing fine. It's doing fine. Well. Hold on. Yeah, ma'am? Okay. I need to open the door. Just hold on. I'm basing a live stream of this show. So yeah, so as I said before, I needed to open a door. I did opening a door. Because people apparently cannot open doors. What a surprise! Yay, people that cannot open doors. Ask me to open doors. It's a door that's really nasty. It has that click click maneuver. So every single time you think that you can, every time you think you had it, then it's like, nope. It needs some strength, you know, some muscle, some power. Of course, I'm the most muscling man ever. Nah, just joking. Let's see. Ugh. So much to do, so much to fix, so much to do, so much to fix. I need to fix this all at once. Doing it twice is not gonna be enough. If I remove this, will that be? Oh, it will be. Alright. So I need to just... this is risky. Yeah. No. This is all part of the finding things out part, you know? Figuring things out, doing things the right way. So yeah. This one is a little bit difficult. Ah, look at that, I found it. Alright, so yeah. This part, that's definitely already called in, so we're just gonna be casually removing that there. So yeah, now actually most of the main colors that are first were relying on the background are now no more relying on the background, which is good, because now if I press the background again, as you already can see, the whole problem with the background is this. So background, no background. 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 Yes. So we are getting there. We just need to take step by step, and you know, we need to continue. We need to go back to that one as well. But hey, you know, almost forgot to save, so we're gonna save, and we're already half an hour in just by pressing the background button. Oh my god, that's so good. So yeah, no wait, this is no, this is not. Alright, so the main problem will be solved really quickly. Wait, is this done? No, it's not. Alright. Oh no, I drawed over it. No. So yeah, oh. So this is, yeah, this is all already there. So we're gonna do this. We know that this one is already there. Yeah, there you go. So boom. So we fix that, and now we need to fix here over here. Well, this is easy because we know that this is all there. It's just a little bit more of coloring that needs to be fixed. So over here is the pink. So we need to fix up the pink right there. So yeah, most of the parts are now gonna be really just, you know, cleaning up the mess that I made. And nobody's gonna be asking questions why. I like that. So yeah, let's check it out, double check it a little bit. There you go. Well, ugh, I left some behind. Oh no. So yeah, look at that. Boom, magnificent. I'm just using the tab, and I think this works fine. Yes, it works fine. It looks good, great, nice. All right, so let's continue. So we need to go back to color 8. Well, we had color 8, so we need to go back to color 16, which was the one that had the problems. Because this was the color 16, yes. We need to open that, and we need to close color 8. We need to close that one, yes. Thank you. And now we need to go back to color 16. Because layer 16 had that problem with, you know, I don't know, a lot of things. We just need to casually, you know, help out our local pioneers of, you know, not getting any white. And just like that, we saved our problem by just, you know, casually moving around, fixing our problems. And boom, baby, pass, push, puff. And every single time we are getting closer to our end goal, which is good. If we would not be able to go to our end goal, we would not have been here. So we're just gonna fix it up a little bit. We have here, over here, here, and right here, over there. So yeah, our end goal is really easy. We just want to, well, you know, fix our mistakes and then eventually going for the lighting. But we cannot continue with the lighting as long as we are not going with the other parts, which is important. I'm just gonna draw casually over here just to fill up the gaps that we left behind. And now we can look at it, and that looks way better than before. Now we can go back to layer 8, this one, and now we can actually just select, you know, this one, and then we just can redraw over here and redraw over here, just like that. Boom. And no problems have occurred. That's good. So yeah, this is good because half an hour already in, and we actually fixed our problems. And if I now remove over here, that's gonna be whitened, yes. Of course it's gonna be layer 16. Come on, show yourself, layer 16. So now we're gonna just pick up again this color over there and then just, you know, draw over it. And boom, it's fixed. So yeah, I think I will leave it here because we did actually a lot. We actually fixed two parts already. So tomorrow I will find this one. I'll fix that up because it looks really ugly. And then we can actually move on to the big boy, the magnificent man, the dick, the MacDicks, you know, the casual person. This one. So yeah, once this is all fixed, then we actually can then move on to since when we move on, we can move on with big steps. We can now, no more, but so yeah, tomorrow I will I will try to get this. Well, today I'm gonna try to get the time right for the stream. You know, can happen that it is not the right time, but it is always gonna be 9 o'clock for my part, and 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna try this correctly done. So just hold on, just keep on knowing it that I will try to fix this project with speed and quality at once. So I'm trying to do this. I am getting there eventually. It's just gonna be taking me some time, and I know that it's a big project. Just hold your horses there. That's what I would have said to the person that wants this project. It just takes a lot of time and effort to get this thing done. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, I'm gonna quit it here because otherwise I might have a headache and I know my draw tomorrow. So that's a bad idea. So alright, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. And bye.